Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone is doing very fine. Today, we will discuss on a very important topic of astrology called Nasta Jatakam. What is Nasta Jatakam? Nasta Jatakam is lost horoscopy. You see, there are many people, especially the old peoples, like the father and the mother and the old grandfather, grandmother. During those days, people used to have like 4, 5, 10, 15 kids, and many of them like were not knowing the year of birth. So the question comes, how do we cast a chart for a person who has got no birth details, not aware of the birth year? Vedic mathematics or Vedic astrology, Jyotish mathematics, has a pure calculation for calculating the year of birth, the exact time of birth through astrology. So basically, for those who are not aware of the even the year when he was born, Nasta Jatakam is a process to create the birth chart from the Prashna chart and delineate like a normal chart. So what happened is, uh, so Nasta Jatakam, or you can read about Nasta Jatakam in Brihat Parashari Hora Shastra, Brihat Jataka, in Sankatanidhi, and in Prashna Marga. So basically, the process which I am explaining for all the students of astrology is based on the BPHS. So it started like this. Maharishi Parashar was sitting in his ashram, and his disciple, the great Brahmin Matrei Rishi, he asked a question to Maharishi Parashara that, "Oh Guru, please narrate me the result for the person with unknown time of birth. How do we see those charts?" Maharishi Parashara was very happy with this question, with this intelligent question, and he replied back that, "Obsessed with your affections, I narrate the results for the person with the unknown time of birth." He further commented, "The year, the ayana. Ayana means a year is divided into two parts, Uttarayan and Dakshinarayan. So when in the northerly courses, Uttanarayan, when sun is in the northerly course, everything is auspicious. We start with this Makar Sankranti, or currently it is like from 22nd of December, like that. The Ritu is season. In India, we have 6 seasons. Like sun stay, every like 2 months, the season change, and so every 2 months is one season. So there are 12 rashis. So basically 6 seasons we have in India. The month, the tithi, the nakshatra, the rashi, whatever to be known can be known from the Prashna chart. This is what Maharishi Parashara replied back to Maitreyi, saying that the year, ayana, ritu, month, tithi, nakshatra, rashi, whatever to be known can be known from the Prashna chart. So I will explain you the process along with the sutrams so that you understand it together. The first step is to cast a Prashna chart after evoking Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is the deity of astrology. So after taking his Ashirvad, we should cast a chart requesting him to give us the brightness and the light to come up with the solution of the person who has come to us who has got no birth chart. So with his Ashirvad, we are casting a chart. So this is a chart which I have casted. Today is 4th January 2024. I have casted this chart. So based on this chart, we will go and calculate the birth year. Now, I want to tell you one thing. Like, one thing is like, you have to keep in mind as an astrologer, you have to have an idea of the age of the person who has come to you. That anyway you will understand. Like if a person is 35 years old or a 40 years old or a 45 years old. So you can see, you can once you see a person, you understand now what is the age of that person, what range of age can be the person. So I'm giving you an example where a person has come to me. For me, that person is around 42 to 45 years of age. That's a tentative age, which he also has got the idea, and which also I have got the idea by seeing him. So that is one thing is like you have to keep back of your mind. So the second step he is explaining that the sign of the Dwadadamsha chart occupied by the ascendant is the Samvatsar or the Jupiterian year, which means the particular Dwadadamsha. This is Dwadadamsha, D12. So I have right clicked and I have selected D12. The one which has come, the ascendant, it is the Jupiterian year. That means Jupiter transit in a particular Rashi for approximately 1 year. It's lesser than 1 year, but say for a average, it is 1 year. So Maharishi is saying, whatever Tadadamsha chart has come, the ascendant is where Jupiter was there during that time, like when he was born. So the year we can get it from here. Now, say I am making an idea that this person is around 42 to 45 years of age. So I have to check whether, like, today it's 2024. So if we minus 42 years, it is 1982. So 42 is 1982 and 45 is 1979. So that means as far as my idea goes, I think that person is born within 1979 to 1982. So the first thing he has said to open the Prashna chart and open the Dwadadamsha chart and see what is the ascendant of the Prashna, like the D12 Prashna chart, which is Gemini. So let us go to the transit and see what was there in 1982. Because now, if I minus 42 years, it is coming from 2024, it is 1982. We are saying focus in this chart, D1 chart. We are seeing that Jupiter was in Scorpio. Okay, 1982. That means 1979, Jupiter was in Leo. So both the way around, it is not in the Gemini. This this Gemini, you see this particular chart, Gemini Rashi, which is supposed to be this one, which is supposed to be this one. Then Parashara has said that if there is a controversy of like the judgmental year, which in my case is 42 to 45, and the Dwadadamsha Rashi, we can take the Jupiter year as the trinal year of the from the Prashna ascendant, which means if the idea is like 42 to 45, it will, if it is not matching with Gemini, here it is not matching because during Gemini, Jupiter was approximately 1977, I think. Yeah, so 1977. So 1977 is not, so that means he's around 47 years of age, which is not the case because by seeing the person, I can understand tentatively like 42 to 44, 45 maximum, like that. So that means we are taking the second thing, which is we will consider either Aries as a Jupiter year, or we'll consider the Leo, or we consider the Sagittarius. Here, the judicious call will be to take the Leo because if we take Leo, which will fall, I think, in 1980, just a moment, we see, okay, so 1979 or 1980, I think, January onwards, like that. Yeah, so Jupiter was in Leo during that time. So we take the year as 1980, which is as per the Sutrams, either we take the Dwadadamsha Rashi which is Jupiter is transiting that year, is like 3. But in this case, practically seeing the person in person, we understand he can't be more than 45 years of age. So, and he also has got an idea that his age is between 42 to 44 or 45. The second option would be to consider the trinal Rashi from the ascendant, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Since the age is between 42 to 45, the nearest will be Leo. So we take Leo as the year, and 1980 is the year which we have got. So this is the first step. So we have got the year 1980 as of now. So first is the first step. So first we have got the year. The second step is to understand which half of the year he was born. Going back to the Sutrams, see here is it is mentioned in the event of doubt about the birth year, it should be judged from the approximate age of the queries by adding 12 years. This is like you don't understand whether he's a 60 years old or a 72 years old or 84 years old. That is during that you will apply. But when you understand the age and all, you can resume the position of Jupiter from the trine of the ascendant as mentioned here. Okay. So now the third step. The third step, if the Prashna Lagna, now we are trying to find out which part of the year he was born. So if the Prashna Lagna is in the first Hora, which means the first 15 degree, it is Uttarayan or it is Dakshinarayan. Uttarayan means December to around July, like that. And Dakshinarayan is like from like like Cancer to like July onwards to December, like that. So let us see what is the Hora. You see, the Lagna degree of the Prashna chart is 6 degree 23 minute. It is within the first 15 degree. That means this person was born in Uttarayan. Okay, this is we have got. This person was born in Uttarayan. Second step. Now we have to find out which Uttarayan, you as you can see, Uttarayan is made up of, there are 6 seasons we have. The Uttarayan is made up of 3 seasons, Shishir, Vasanta, and Grishma, which is when sun is on Makar to sun on Cancer. This is the Uttarayan stage. And Varsha, Sharad, and Hemanta, which is Cancer to Makar. This is Dakshinarayan. So we have already got it is Uttarayan. Okay. Now we have got the 6 month. The year is 9080, and the duration was between Makar to Cancer during that time. That in the first 6 7 months of 1980 he was born. So we have to find the next step. What is the next step? To find out the season Ritu. In India, India is a blessed country. It's a very spiritual country, and we are also naturally blessed. We have 6 seasons. Sun stays in two rashis, and those two rashis makes one season. So there are 12 rashis divided by 6. It is divided by 2. It is 6 seasons we have. So what are the seasons? Saturn denotes Shishir, which is winter, which is Magh and Falgun. Now, a point to remember, whatever we are calculating, we have to focus on the lunar months, not the English months, because there will be a mismatch because of the vernal equinox. So we have to follow this one, Magh and Falgun, which is similar to February and March. It is winter and denoted by Saturn. Venus denote Vashanta, Bashantokal. It is spring basically. It is Choitro and Vaishak. In English, it is approximately like April and May. So April and May means like 15th of March to 15th of May, like that, this duration. And Mars and Sun, it denotes Grisho, which is the summer season, which is Jeshta and Ashara, which is June and July. So these three is Uttarayan. Similarly, Moon is Varsha, rainy season, Shravana and Bhadra, lunar months, Shravana and Bhadra, which is tentatively August and September. Then Mercury, which is Sharatkal, which is Ashwini and Kartik, which is October and November. And lastly, Jupiter, which is Hemontokal. Hemant is winter. Shishir is also winter, but this is deep winter. This is before the winter, winter fall like that, which is Mrigasara and Ograyan. Mrigasara and Ograyan is a Bengali month actually. Mrigasara or Posh, tentatively December, January, before Makar Sankranti. These three is basically Dakshinarayan. So first we have got the Dwadadamsha, which is this three, which denotes, but since it was not matching, we took the Leo and we got 1980, and we have understood that because from the first hora, since it is within the first hora of 15 degrees, so it is Uttaran. The first 6 months of the year here was born. Now we are trying to find out the season. What we have to do is we have to open the Brekana chart and see which is a Lagna. We are opening the Drekana chart. The Lagna is basically Aries, which is Mars. The Lagna is basically Aries, which is Mars. Now we have to go back into the season calendar. We are seeing that Mars and Sun is Grishma. So the Ayana which we have got was the first 6 months of Uttarayan, and Mars also fall in Uttarayan. So Grisho or Jeshta and Ashara, or tentatively June, July, was a time when this guy in 1980 was born. Till now we have got this. Now imagine if there was a mismatch between the Uttarayan or Dakshinaran and the season. Then there is a sutrams given. We have to then interchange it to Moon to Venus, Mercury to Mars, and Jupiter to Saturn, and match the Uttarayan and Dakshinaran. But in this case, there is no problem because we have got Uttarayan first hora, as well as the Drekshkan chart is saying Mars, which is Grisha, which is falling in the Uttarayan, and the month we have got is Jeshta or Ashara or June and July. Now there is one thing which you have to understand. See, one season is of 2 months. How to know out of this 2 month which month the birth will happen? I mean, which month the birth has taken place? Because Grisha is both Jeshta and Ashara. Which month? So Maharishi has said that each Trekkana you divide it by two part. First 5 degree and the next 5 degree. So for example, 5 degree and 10 degree. So 0 to 5 degrees first part, and 5 to 10 degrees second part. Similarly, 10 to 15 is first part, and 15 to 20 is second part. 20 to 25 is first part, and 25 to 30 is second part. We have to see which part it has fallen. It has fallen to the second part of the Drishkana, which is 6 degree. That means this part, second part. So second part means second month, which is Ashara. So that means this guy was born in Ashara, or tentatively July. Till now, we have got July. So Ashara is a month when he can, like he was born. That is what we are getting till now. So tentatively July 1980. Let us go to one more chart. Okay. Now, now we are like creating one more chart just to go to that particular exact mathematical calculation. So I am opening a new chart. In this new chart, we have already got 1980. So we are putting 1980, and we have got Ashara, which is tentatively July. July. So let it be 4, 5, whatever. And let us see what it comes. So first thing we have to check is, see, we are checking it. See Jupiter in 5, which is okay. Okay, fine. And we have to see the lunar month. We are seeing the lunar month is Jeshta, not Ashara. So you see, summer is Jeshta and Ashara. So we have to go to Ashara. So that means, let us sun is 18 degree. That means 18 day has gone. So let us take it to some 20 July, for example. Now you see it has come to Ashara. So it is a lunar. You focus this one. This is the Ashara month. Okay, now we are into that month. We have entered to that month. Now, the next step. The next step is to understand the degree of the sun which sun has traveled so that we can get the number of days. What we have to do is we have to calculate the amshas. I am saving this chart. I will come back to this chart. I am again opening the Prashna chart which we were seeing first. You see, what we have to do is how to calculate the sun amsha. How many days sun has traveled in Ashara months. As per the Prashna chart, we are trying to calculate. Lagna is 6 degree 23 minute. You can see Lagna is 6 degree 23 minute. Now, since it is a second part, what we have to do is we have to minus 6.23, sorry, 23 minus 5, which means in the second part, sun has traveled 1 degree 23 minutes. Formula of sun amsha. Now there is a calculation. I'm just making it shortcut for everyone to understand. What we have to do is, first of all, 1 degree means 60 minute and 23 minutes is 23 minute. That means 83 minute. Simple, we have to divide it by 10. That means 8 degree 8 degrees and 3 means your 3 into 60 approximately 3 meals 18 minutes multiplied by 60, so it is around 18 minutes. So approximately uh, 8 degrees and 18 minutes is what as per the calculation it is coming out. What we have done, 8, the first part is a degree and the second part 0.3 multiplied by 60. Whatever comes is a minute. So 8 degree, 18 minutes. 8 degree means from the Sankranti. See, from this chart, again we are going to that chart which we have opened. See, we have already come to July 1980 when the lunar month is Ashara. We have to see the sun degree. Sun degree is 4 degree 14 minute and the calculation has come 8 degree something. That means 4 day has crossed. The sun ingress has happened 4 days. So we have to add by 4 more days. So we are adding. So July 20. So we are adding 4 days, 24. So we have got 8 degree 3 minute. This is on 24th July. Now, sorry, our Prashna chart Asanamsha, the calculation is 8 degree and 18 minute. Here we are saying 1980, 24th of July, sun was traveling at 8 degree 3 minute. What we have to do is to get the exact time, we have to see on 24th July 1980, what was the sunrise time? It was 5:07 a.m. So we are going to 5:07 a.m. 1 minute. 5 and 7 a.m. So 8 a.m. approx. The sun on that day was at 7 degree 40 minute. So that means on 24th July, sun was 7 degree 40 minute, 7.40. Just understand like that. And our calculation has come 8 degree and 18 minutes, 8.18. So if we minus 8.18 minus 7.4, it is coming 0.78. That means, uh, sorry, this will be actually 18 minute and 40 minute, 20 and 18, 38 minute, 38 minute. 38 minute it is coming because 60 minute. So from 7:40 till 8 is 20 minute and 80 minutes. So 38 minute. So the formula is sun actually travels in one day, 1 degree and 1 minute. You see, the Ishtakala we have to increase, get out, we have to find out. The daily motion of sun is 61 minute or 1 degree and 1 minute. So the formula is the difference, which is 38 multiplied by 24 hours divided by 61, which is 14.95. That means 14 hours and 90.95 means 0.95 into 60, which is 57 minutes. So 14 hours and 57 minutes from the sunrise. So the sunrise on 24th was 5:08 a.m. and we are adding 14 hours and 57 minutes on it. So the time is coming 20:05 p.m. Let us see, because we have to match this degree. That is the time of birth. So let us go to the chart. You see, let us put it 8 o'clock and see whether it is matching or not. So it is 18 degree and 15 minutes. So it will be lesser than that. So I think I have done some mistake, but I hope you have got the point. Manually, I'm changing it. So 19 point, say 30. Let us see, 7:30. Some more time to go. So maybe at 7 or 6:30. Let us see, 6:30. Yeah. So 6:30. That means this guy was born on 24th July 1980 at 6:30 p.m. in Ashara month. The Tithi was Shukla Dadashi. The Nakshatra was Jeshta and the weekdays is Thursday. So his chart is ready for prediction, and based on the Vedic mathematics of astrology, we have calculated the time when he was born. This chart can be used for any prediction because this is the time of birth as per the Nasta Jatakam rule. So friends, this is a very careful you have to do this mathematics. If anyone wants this particular Word file which I have which I have make, so you can mail me, I can send it to you. So see this video twice or thrice, you understand what I mean to say. This is one of the finest part of astrology mathematics, and I love it very much, and I do it, I practice it. And this is how you calculate the chart where the person has got no birth chart. You calculate the year and the time, and now it is ready for prediction. So thank you, friend. I dedicated this video to all my students and all my gurus, and I will keep this video in YouTube so that people can take benefit out of this, and they learn the ancient Shastra of Indian astrology and can help the Jatak with the proper delineation. Thank you. Thank you very much.